Let's watch this video together.
Kidnap people in this time and age, take them to the bush, stay there with 1 month, feeding them, following their family to come and bring money. Often a time, if the person is sick, they even allow somebody doctor to come and treat the person and go back. But the police don't know where they are. The only person who don't know where they are is police. But doctors know where they are. They go and treat the person if he's sick. So they wait. At this time and age that if you call phone anywhere, everybody know where you are. They are using phone and negotiating with the families. And the families are telling people, police, that they called this morning, but they don't know where they are. These are the confusions we want to stop.
Okay, so we've all heard or seen what Peter B said, and he pointed out the fact that our security agents have been a major failure in the current security challenges we are having in the country. I want to highlight three main reasons why the security situation is the way it is in Nigeria. I know some persons may say education because of poor education and all that. Yeah, they are contributory factors, but that is not the only reason. Because if you trace back, you realize that most of those people who are orchestrating this kidnapping and all that are actually graduates. Most of them are graduates. There are people who are well educated, but because their minds are corrupt, they end up orchestrating all manner of criminality. So today I'm not going to highlight on the importance of education. We all know education is important, but I want to list three things that are part of the major reasons why we're having security challenges in Nigeria. Number one is failure of the community setting. Almost every community knows who the thieves, who the troublemakers are in their communities. And so if the community unit remains strong, it is likely that they'll be able to fetch out who the thieves are, who are those who are committing crime, perpetrating all forms of crime in the country. It is very rare to have people live in a community for a long while, committing crimes without the community knowing. Most of them will know who the thieves are. And so it is partly because of the failure of the community setting that we are experiencing the level of insecurity we have in Nigeria. The other part is failure of security agents. And to say the least, this has many reasons why that happened. From the fact that we recruit people who are not qualified in the first place. We don't have a good vetting process when recruiting people into our security agencies. Some of these persons that end up in either the police, the military, road safety, immigration, or any other of these security agencies are people who have either been cultists, who have been thieves that are known in their communities. But because we don't have a good vetting process, some of these people end up in these security agencies and continue the usual habits of criminality. And the other reason is these people are poorly paid. As it stands today in Nigeria, you can be rest assured that the salary of a junior officer in the police force, for instance, probably will not transport them to work for a month. If you say, okay, someone lives in Lagos, for instance, and is working a bit distant from where he is living, be rest assured that for the month, what he is paid as his salary cannot pay his transport to and fro for the whole month. And so when you subject people to this level of hardship, the only outcome will be involving in crime. And that is why we see some police officers, some security agents in Nigeria even rent their guns to kidnappers, to armed robbers, to go rob and then bring some rebates, bring some commission for them. So our officers or our police officers, military or any security agency needs to be paid well. They should be paid money that can take care of them in a month, take care of their families. You have kids at home, you have a wife, you have other family members. You go to work Monday to Friday, or Monday to Sunday, and you come back and there is absolutely nothing to write home about. If your salaries cannot take care of you, the only way will be look for alternatives. And if you have the criminal tendency in you, there is every possibility that you will possibly do that more. And so we have to look at paying them more. On the other part of it from the security agencies is that the ogas and mas who are the top, who are educated and possibly well educated and have climbed to the top, they steal 1/4 of the money that is eventually released for security budgets. They will steal it, use it for themselves, build mansions, train their children abroad, and do all manner of things. Monies that are meant for the security of the state will be stolen by these people. And because there's no accountability, no junior officer can open their mouth and say or blow a whistle. If you do that, you'll be held. In fact, you'll be taken to guard room. And all manner of things, and you will never get justice in a system as corrupt as Nigeria. And from the political point of view, we all know that our politicians are criminals, and they steal everything that is stealable. Monies that are appropriated for security, less than, in fact, most years you hear that only 25-26% of the budget that money is released, and even this released 50% of it will be stolen by the politicians. Another 25% will be stolen by the senior officers, and you only have 25% of it used actually for securing the people. And today we have people who jump into politics, and the moment they win an election, they become the richest people in the community. And no country survives when you have your politicians as the richest people in the community or in the country. They simply go there, steal money, and there is no accountability. Nobody holds them accountable. The other aspect of it is that politicians now use insecurity as a political tool, either to directly benefit them or people who are either sponsoring this insecurity for political gains. We have read and heard about some top politicians in Nigeria that Boko Haram members were traced to their own houses, and today they are in leadership. How do you expect such people to be committed to ending insecurity? Because they are sympathizers. They use them. And so for whatever reasons, whatever you do, they will frustrate the efforts. So Nigeria must hold people accountable. Nigeria must have a vetting process that is diligent, that is rigorous, to pick out who is going to take leadership position.